Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, my darling scales of universal justice, I am here to do a general reading for you, Libra. Well, we want to find out, though, what the universe has been trying to tell you. Has the universe been trying to tell you something? Maybe they want to make something more clear for you. Maybe they want to make something known to you that you really weren't aware of at all. I'm hearing that they want to press a point, which is interesting. The universe would like to press a point with you. And I sit with my singing bowl before I start the readings, and your energy was really interesting. It was like boom, and then I would swear I was going at the singing bowl with the same force, and it was just gentle. And the next one was a little harder and then gentle. It reminded me almost of like kind of feeling out a situation, but not necessarily just with one person. It almost like kind of throwing ideas off of different people and then seeing how it's received. And it's almost as if you threw an idea pretty hard and fast and right into someone's face, the next time you did it with a whole other person, you did it kind of soft and subtle. I don't know what that's about, but that's what I was really getting with the singing bowl and your energy. And also too, then I got this visual of I don't know if any of you are very familiar with snow, but like later in the winter, where you've got layers and layers of snow, and perhaps you've had a snowfall and some sunny days, where the snow can compact a bit, and you can start walking and you're floating, and all of a sudden you sink. Like it's just that feeling of, okay, you got it, and then whoa, no, that's soft there, and oh, it's soft again. So then you're almost ready to go with the idea that, okay, the snow is soft where I step, but that no, it's not. It's hard again, and oh, it's soft again. Like it's just weird. It was a really weird energy. So that's what I had with that, with the singing bowl. But yeah, like I said, it's general, so it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to that will be at the top of the description within this video. So I'm just doing like what comes out of one card. We'll start with one card and then we kind of grow a little bit with it. With the Fountain Tarot. Interesting, you have the Queen of Coins at the bottom. Oh, and the Hierophant. Wow. Someone's getting ready to open up a package. Maybe you are. Maybe you've had something delivered. So let's see. What would the universe like to tell you, to say to you, Libra? The universe like to say to Libra? The universe been trying to say to Libra? Would the universe like to press a point with Libra? Oh, yes, they would. Okay, we're not going to talk about those yet. We're not going to look at the underline. This is like two parts of you being pulled apart. Okay, so you have the Devil. You have the Devil card here. It feels like with this card, oh my gosh, actually it's really crazy because the images that are coming through this are the images that come through the Justice card in this deck. It looks like something is spilling from her mouth. Of course, it's not the Justice card, it's the Devil. But here we are in your energy and the Justice card is yours. But it's almost as if there's something that you've been trying to say, some sort of point that you've been trying to make. Is it you? Because I feel like the universe is coming through to press a point with you, to stress a point. Something's coming up, and that would make sense. If we really look at this artwork, something is stealing your energy. Something is like energy vampiring you. This came out for someone else a while ago. Was it even this section of readings? I don't know. I don't think it was. Okay, this card, this upper triangle to me reminds me of, it's almost like heaven energy, something trying to come down and be spoken or be received or be understood or help you along. But then there's this energy below, which is like almost what the Justice card looks like has coming out of her mouth. But the energy is moving in the opposite direction. It's almost like it's moving back up. Like it's like almost something to be spoken, something to be said, to be stressed, or a situation even to change, to help you. But something comes up and forces it back in. It's almost like choking on your words too. Like choking on your words. And then this is pulling, like it's pulling the life out of them. It reminds me of I can't remember which Harry Potter movie it is. Which one is it? Where what are those things that guard that jail for the witches and whatnot? I can't remember what they're called. But they start sucking the life, like the soul out of you. It's like soul sucker energy. It doesn't have to be a person. I mean, it legitimately could just be how things are playing out around you, how people are around you, a situation around you. But it's almost like it stuffs your mouth. It gags you. It's like a gag over your mouth about something you want to say or you can't say. Like the devil himself does not actually even appear in this card. I'm trying to find it, but I don't. There's an obscure face in this card, but actually in the background here, it might be too subtle to pick up on the camera. There's two silhouettes. It's almost like other people watching you. Other people watching you? And it feels like some people could be watching you and witnessing that, yes, this is doing this to Libra, but they don't step in. They don't do anything. It is devil energy, so maybe they don't want to risk their karma in it. I don't know. But then, yeah, to me, I would feel that if you saw someone in a situation like this and you just stood by and watched it happen, you're kind of producing karma right there. Like if you don't come to someone's aid. Obviously, if you can see that that person's being shot at or something bad, I'm like, okay, if I come to that person's aid, I'm going to die. And I have a family. So, okay, that might not be karma. But if there's really no danger and you think, it's their problem. That's a little cruel. So I don't know if there's some sort of energy around you that's kind of watching from a distance. Like you almost I can't even tell who they are. They're just these darkened silhouettes. So on some levels, too, there's this energy that you can't even identify. You know, it's disguising itself. Maybe that's too. Maybe it's hard to tell where this is coming from. I mean, you could be involved with a group, and it could be really hard to pinpoint where this is originating from. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, it's as if, to me, like someone has given this person this sword. And this is going to tell you everything you need to know. You're going to see everything. Once you get, so I'm going to give you this information. It's going to make a lot of sense. But this person, to me, this page, he's looking at the sword like kind of doubtful. The sword is clear. It's translucent. But what's the point of that? Because he can see around it anyways. It only sits here. It doesn't sit in front of his vision. So again, that tells me that there's really nothing beyond you that can show you what it is that you're trying to see. It kind of feels like also that outside sources on some level. And I say outside sources. I mean, this could be so many different things. It could be a group of people around you, a community. It could be things that you hear or watch through media sources. Like, there's a lot of different ways this could play out. But it almost feels like if this person is to approach this devil energy with that sword, it seems really inadequate. It feels like walking up to a situation and you're just not adequately armed for it. You're not, and armed could be like the knowledge that you have in the situation, the understanding, knowing both sides, knowing all sides. It just feels like you do not have adequate armor for this. The Four of Wands. Oh. Yeah. So the adequate armor comes from within a group. Each one's, okay, it's almost like, so here's the Four of Wands. It's like you and let's say 3 other people. Although there are 4 images that I see in here. You could be either one. You could be showing up as the masculine or the feminine in this devil. So there's someone else who's kind of being almost on the same level as you, being affected energetically by this. And when I say energetically, some days it could just make you kind of stumble on your confidence. Other days it could make you feel just kind of like anxious or fearful. And then other days, well, maybe I feel pretty good. Like, it's almost unpredictable. A little bit like hitting that singing bowl. It was unpredictable. And walking in that snow, it's kind of unpredictable. Okay, now I think I figured it out. This is hard, compacted snow. No, it's not. Okay, so no, it's not. Oh, no, yes, it is. It's really odd. But, so there are 4 figures that I can identify in this devil card. And there are 4 figures in the Four of Wands. But here you stand alone. It's almost as if each one of you is experiencing this, none of you can really see anything beyond the fact that you yourself is not equipped for this situation, or dealing with it, or bringing it to a close. But yet when all 4 of you come together, you can. And the devil could represent the energy that actually knows all of this and keeps all 4 separated. It's almost like an interrogation, like that kind of energy. I don't want to say it is an interrogation, but it's that kind of scenario where the interrogator kind of knows. They know. I don't know why. They just know who did it and how and why. But what they need is the evidence. But so each one of these people that comes in interrogated, they are kept separate from the others. So no one has any idea what the devil asked you, the interrogator, or what the devil knows. You only know what your position is in this situation. But yet all 4 of you, I don't know why I'm saying 4, that seems like a lot to come into a reading. It could be 2 people and you're both utilizing your masculine and your feminine. Like, when do I just hold back and observe and watch? At other points, when do I initiate and do something? Like, you could be doing that. There's at least 2 entities in this. I really feel like there's 4, to be honest, with the Four of Wands. Now, without going into the deep imagery of this, the devil, the Page of Swords, the Four of Wands. There's a situation here that could be considered toxic, controlling, manipulative. You are going to see your way to success. I can just keep it that simple, right? Maybe it'd be like a 2-minute reading. Okay, that's it. Go ahead. There you go. So there is something, but you feel ill-equipped almost. And what causes the devil to go away? I don't know. Or the devil to play his hand. The bottom is the Empress and the 3 of Wands. Well, there's the Empress. That's complete opposite of the devil. And then the Three of Wands. I don't know why it looks like a martini glass and he's pulling spaghetti out of it. It's not kind of the deeper meanings that I want to find. So you may be somewhere having dinner and you may end up with some spaghetti noodles in your martini glass. No. These are both a 3. This is really just to tell you to expect what you're waiting for, what you're hoping for, where your freedom and your abundance, your happiness, your joy, your wish, your growth, your expansion, it's coming in. And I don't know why. Like the Three of Wands is kind of saying that you've already planted the seeds. You've already put the work in somehow, on some level, somewhere, at some point. And that is sitting in the ground, that seed's sitting in the ground, and you've walked off, and you've probably started doing all sorts of other things. And while you've been doing that, that seed has been germinating and working its way around rocks and sticks and trying to come up to the surface. The devil could even represent that. It could even represent something that you planted a seed upon for like a long time ago, and it's still not sprouted, or you walked away from it. And on some level, it's kind of stuck with you. Like you think about it, it has some sort of energetic hold on you still. And you may even be completely focused on something else, and then this comes in. It's funny, this Four of Wands too, it reminds me of sort of like Jedi energy. It reminds me of like Jedis battling a Sith Lord, something, right, with the devil. And here you are, maybe you're Padawans. You're not full Jedis yet. You're just Padawan energy, and you're not really equipped for this Sith Lord, this devil. But when the 4 of you come together, you are more than powerful enough to defeat it. Like these are huge lightsabers. I've never seen a lightsaber so big. Just come out right. That's just me. That's bad. Anyway, that's my Aries. I don't know. Maybe going to like a Comic-Con, and that's going to be like your pickup line. I've never seen a lightsaber so big. I do want to clarify some of this. It's been a while since I had a Cindyism. Call them those. A Cindyism. All right. The devil. The Two of Swords. Oh my God. Look at this. It's like little daggers. It's like it's not really a sword. It's a dagger. These are like daggers that she's throwing. Yeah, you can't make a decision. You're torn in different directions. It kind of has the feeling of the Five of Swords a bit. Like you can't win for losing. You can't win without losing. On some level, it feels like. The Page of Swords. The Hermit and the Ten of Wands. Gosh, now this is so weird. I'm getting these images. It's literally like the energy of like Luke Skywalker having to pull away from the battle, from the situation, from what you know is going on with your friends, the people that you really want to go towards. Because you have to pull away and you have to go with Yoda, and you have to learn how to improve your Jedi skills. This is the funniest reading. Like, it's a burden to be in this hermit energy, yet on some level it is required. And maybe too, there is one saber here that sits out that is like the brightest and the longest and the strongest. And it's perhaps maybe it's bringing your leveling up, your own spirituality to push through a difficult situation. And on some level, there is a great sacrifice in this with the Ten of Wands. A great sacrifice. Oh, you know what I feel like too? I feel like it's difficult for you to level up. It almost looks like this Ten of Wands person is approaching this hermit. Like if you try to go into a bit of a hermit mode, kind of pull away from people, have some space, have some time, do a little more meditation, just do some mindfulness, just enjoy some peace. There's always somebody coming at you with a big problem. Yeah, that's it too. It kind of feels like there might be a lot of people bringing their problems to you. And that could be happening in indirect ways as well. And it still feels like it's almost like having an office and there was never a door on it. And I can't get anything done because people are always walking in my office. So then your boss or someone says, okay, we'll order your door. So if you can see the door that I have in my room, it's a big door, but it's a metal door with a glass insert. And the insert almost from the top to the bottom with, I guess, enough space to make it strong. So I don't know. I would say it's probably 4 feet tall, the glass insert, by maybe 2 feet wide. Maybe it's 5 feet tall. It's pretty big. But that's like, this is what this is what your sword feels like. It's almost like a sword. Okay, so we're going to give you this. So this is going to help you. You can get, but no, hi, I can see you in there. That's weird. It's like you can't get a break a little bit. The 4 of Wands. The 9 of Cups. Oh, you will. Oh my gosh. You will. Your wish will come true. Your wish will come true. Whatever that is, it feels like it's far. You know why the universe wanted to come in? Because it honestly feels like whatever your wish is, it feels like you could not be further from reaching that wish. But you shall. Oh my. The 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. The Hanged Man. It's interesting because it's 12 and that makes a 3 as well. 3s are really about expansion. For me, one of the things I really get out of it, expanding your mind. What is he pulling out of the martini glass? I mean, but then it looks like a pretzel on the bottom. It makes no sense. Like, why would that be what I see in the reading? It's as if you're working on something and what it appears to be, what it appears that you're putting your work into becomes something else. So do you see why this just looks like a martini glass to me? And he's pulling on, it's a rope. It looks like a big strand of spaghetti. But then down where it lands, it looks like a pretzel. Like it transforms. I mean, that's what I'm getting out of this, because the food analogy doesn't really make sense to me unless you really want to go have martini, spaghetti, and pretzels. But it's like this object in front of him looks like a martini glass. And yet what he's pulling through it, once he pulls that through, it will no longer look like a martini glass. It will look like some kind of a vessel that sits on its own. So it's also about clearing things out of your own vessel. Like that's what this feels like. Like if you are involved in something that feels like you're not involved in it the way you would like to be involved in it, or what feels comfortable, or what feels like it gives you options and possibilities, the way you're working through it is actually transforming it and transforming you. And that's how the Hanged Man is kind of showing me that as we look at this, it transforms. As you watch it, it transforms. The Hanged Man and the Hermit is a really reflective energy, incredibly reflective. But the Hanged Man comes with a sense of self-sacrifice. So even though with the Hermit, this must be intentional, that might be intentional, but there's heavy burdens associated with it. It does definitely feel like taking one for the team here. But in doing that, what you think you're working on is not the only thing that you're working on. So there's like an internalization that's also taking place with this 3 of Wands. And so the Empress. And there is the prize. Oh my God. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles and the Devil. I don't know, nothing else left to say. Two of Pentacles is you have so many things in life you've got to juggle. You've got things coming in all the time that literally feels like you have a window on your door where you never had a door and it was just impossible. And then the solution really didn't fix anything. Well, it just gives me about 10 more seconds before I finally look up and I have this comes towards you, this burden. And for some, I feel like, well, it's just kind of the same way though. It just feels like there's an awful lot of things, the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, that keep you juggling so many necessities in life that you feel trapped in it and that you can't see. You can't win for losing with the Two of Swords. Like, there's no way to go here. The universe is trying to tell you that you will have this. I don't know how. I mean, that's not coming out. It really isn't. But we get it. We get it here. We see it. You're told the Three of Wands, the Empress is underlined. This is coming in. Does it mean that it's coming in, yet you still can't attain it because of what things you have to continue to juggle in life? But this whole reading ended with the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups, which is a celebration. It's your wish come true. You are in a really good space emotionally. It's awesome. So what's at the bottom of this now? The Six of Swords and the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Oh, that's nice. The universe is working with you. Okay, yeah, that's what I really would say here. Particularly with the ending and what we're kind of sitting at. I was sitting at this ending going, well, I mean, I can't really tell you how this is going to change. I'm just being told that it is. And then looking at the in-depth stuff around you and whatever the situation is. But now, and here we go. Here we leave it with this underline, the Six of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. This is, don't worry, the universe is working with you on this, and you will be led to a path where you can collaborate. Like this is success. This is no longer holding two pentacles on your own. This is actually creating something with the ideas and the resources that come towards you, and doing that in tandem with others. The Queen of Cups, there's a lot of creativity, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of expansion. She's pregnant in this Queen of Cups card. So there's something to be born from this. There's something to be birthed. There's so much more that can be made. So yes, you are in some sort of a period right now where there's a goal. There's almost like your end game here, but you're stuck at position 1 on the game board. It's almost like snakes and ladders too, which is a little bit like that snow. Walking on the snow, like you feel like you're almost at the end of the game, and then you hit the goddamn snake and you go all the way back down to spot number 2. What the hell, right? That's what that feels like. But the universe says you're going to get there. You're going to get there. You're going to get there, Libra. I'm going to go do the extended, my friends. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.